I was in the animal studies working group for the DPDF program in the summer of 2008. And we were a group that drew, I would say, mostly from history, but there was also a good number of anthropologists, geographers, and even some sort of political economists or poli-sci students in the group. And, it was each of those disciplines has really different stakes. The questions and the concerns and the kinds of larger things that draw that drive projects in those fields are very different than in my own field, in the field of history. And so there was both a kind of inspiring range of projects and animals being studied. We had people who were going to the forests of Central America to look at golden monkeys, and another woman who was studying large cats, wild cats on the U.S.-Mexico border. I study livestock in the British Empire, so I was inspired by this sort of exoticism of the other projects in a way that I think made me more inclined to go far afield for my research, and that turned out to be a very productive choice. But also engaging with the concerns of their disciplines, the intellectual concerns, the ethical concerns. I think that really enriched my thinking and made me more open to thinking about ways in which history can be and should be in dialogue with, not only with other academic disciplines, but in dialogue with a lot of the kind of social issues and political issues that we face in a global world. The DPDF, I think, was one of the most important ways in which I started to develop a network of colleagues outside of my own graduate program and outside of the Boston area, which is where I've been doing my graduate training. I've been on panels at academic conferences with several of the participants. We stayed in touch with a Facebook group for a while. We've also sort of expanded the kind of embrace of the animal studies working group. So some of my colleagues from my graduate program at MIT are now in touch with people that I met through this program and are collaborating with them at academic conferences, at doing panels and sharing work and so forth. So that was I think that's a really unusual experience for graduate students, is to have the opportunity to work with and engage with people who are undergoing training in everywhere across the states. It's a rare opportunity, and I think it kind of mitigates against a sort of parochialism within graduate training, but also in a more kind of pragmatic way helps you start to develop the network of people that you're going to be in conversation with as a scholar throughout your career.